Okay, so friends, today let us talk about a very important topic which I believe is very important for all the students at a very beginner level who have just passed out from the college and are still finding their ways out. First of all, which methods to follow. There are a lot of questions which arises in a young beginner doctor's mind, and as you all know that we have been doing this job since the last 5.5 and 6 years maybe now. So there is certainly a lot of experience from which I talk, right? And if there is something that I want to give out and tell you all with regards to your homeopathic practice and how we do practice, what we do practice is very secondary. The most important thing which I feel students and doctors miss out in their initial years is about potentizing themselves as individuals. I had thought about this process since a very long time, that we always study about remedies, about potentizing each remedies, we study different posology methods and everything. But nobody has talked about potentizing yourself, and as an individual, how can I potentize myself daily? Because if there is one thing that I want to tell you all very frankly, that it is a very steady and a long journey, homeopathic practice. So if your major goal and major thing is to just like you are thinking कि as soon as I pass out, जैसे ही मैं डॉक्टर बन गया मैं लाखों में कमाऊंगा, and it's again very commendable if you have a generational doctors practicing in your family who have a ready-made setup practice, right? But as a beginner, as a newcomer into homeopathy, if your vision and if your field is about practicing solely and classically or not classically is different, but at least the idea of practicing homeopathy, then there are certain fundamental things that you will need to remember for lifetime, which I want to tell you all. Like I said, that we'll talk about this topic of potentizing ourselves very, very later on. Because again, that is when you decide firstly that I will practice for my life. Now, first of all, if you have decided, अगर आपने सोच लिया कि होम्योपैथी करूँगा मैं लाइफ में, है ना, आरएमओशिप नहीं करनी है या फिर आरएमओशिप कर ली है, जैसे कि बहुत सारे लोग like Praveen is coming since 1 year now. So he has already done RMOship in all the hospitals since like 5 years now, है ना, 5 साल हो गए ना अभी. So कुछ लोग ऐसे भी होते हैं कि 5 years के बाद डिसाइड करते हैं कि होम्योपैथी भी स्टार्ट करना है. Whereas some doctors already pre-decide like me that I have never done a single RMOship ever. I have not even done a locum because I was very firm, है ना, पहले से ही मुझे था कि होम्योपैथी करना है, right? So first thing is that you decide actually that whether you will be able to withstand the pressure which will come along with this journey, whether do you have that capacity and that resilience, right, कि मैं कर पाऊंगा. If not, अगर मैं मानता हूँ स्टार्टिंग में कि अगर आप ऐसे अगर सिर्फ मान के बैठो कि 5.5 साल के बाद MD करो ना करो इज वेरी सेकेंडरी, बट आफ्टर 5.5 years if you think and if you can decide कि for the coming next 2-3 years I will earn nothing, मतलब है ना, and still I can resist or I can sit, be it at my own clinic or practicing somewhere, is whatever, that is again very individual destiny oriented stuff. But if you can decide that I can sit for 3-4 years without even earning like ना के बराबर, है ना, बेयर मिनिमम भी अगर मैं ना करूँ फिर भी मेरे अंदर वो ताकत है कि मैं बैठ पाऊंगा, है ना, अपना क्लिनिक कहाँ पे भी खोल के या फिर किसी के साथ अगर मैं बैठ सका, तो दैट्स योर फर्स्ट ग्रीन फ्लैग दैट यू आर नाउ इनटू द फील्ड नाउ, है ना, कि नाउ यू आर एटलीस्ट एलिजिबल, मेंटली प्रिपेयर्ड कि इन द कमिंग फर्स्ट 3 to 4 years I will earn nothing, मतलब the bare minimum, the least we can consider here is 10,000 rupees. Okay, 10,000 monthly I can hear for around maybe 2 or 3 years, which roughly rounds up to about 4-5 lakhs. Okay, that's like the bare minimum which I'm talking about. If you have that capacity in yourself that I will be able to sustain that pressure of my family, my peer pressure, then it's like the first step into homeopathy, right? Now once you decided कि homeopathy करना है ना, जैसे कि now one of my friend has come and he had the same issues, right? That actually this video I'm making because one of my friend, very close friends, has come from very far away with the same problem and issue, right? So I am not a very wise man and an old practitioner of 40 years of experience or 30 years of experience, but what I can tell from my experience of what I have gauged out of it is that first thing that you have to at least decide okay, whether you will do homeopathy or no. If not, there are still, it's not very late, you can do an MBA course, you can do whatever you want, है ना, you can, because see, second thing is that you cannot keep doing RMO shifts since for very long. there will come a point of time in your life where you will be oversaturated and overworked. Because if a hospital is paying you 30, 40,000, 50,000, they will मतलब expect you to work for minimum 1.5 lakh, है ना? So you will be underpaid by 1/3. कि if you are deserving 1,50,000, you will be paid 50,000. Like that, I am talking about the max of the max, है ना? Where you will have to work for 12 hours, 13 hours, and still you are being underpaid, right? So वो भी एक ध्यान रखना कि RMOship कब तक कर पाऊंगा मैं. So अगर होम्योपैथी करनी है, you can do RMOship in the initial years to settle off your scores, to tell your family that you are earning something. But again, to keep this point in mind that this is not something that you will be able to do lifelong. Be under someone, do someone's work, someone else's work. That is like if you are a very corporate like a kind of person, a 9 to 5 kind of person, then it's a thing. But being a doctor, this is a very tough and a challenging phase, which I don't think so okay, you will be able to sustain for a very long time. I have never seen RMOs and doctors who have like worked for more than 10 years. I'm not talking about residential doctors or surgeons. It's their job and they are paid very well. I'm talking about BHMS doctors who are doing RMOship, being very underpaid, and that too for a very long tenure of life, right? So there will come a point in your life where you will have to decide okay, what you actually want to do, right? And when you decide, the earlier the better. Because as and when the life will pass, you will see your other friends moving ahead in life. You will see that one of the friend is getting married, the other one's like already settled, because when we compare and when we try to compare all these stuffs, we forget the generational wealth which comes with it. We never compare and see the financial family, not financial dynamics, but the family dynamics which the person is already having. So you might be comparing yourself with someone who is like not doing anything, but you are comparing with him, but you're not looking at his financial backup of the family, wherein like for example XYZ person has no backup and he is beginning now at a new stage, whereas he is comparing himself with someone जिसके पास पापा का भी सपोर्ट है और जनरेशनल वेल्थ का सपोर्ट है ना, और डॉक्टर्स फैमिली में डॉक्टर्स भी है. So multiple things will come into picture when you will actually start to decide. But like I said, deciding is the first point and the foremost point. If you are like I've always been telling this since the last 5.5 years कि अगर कुछ भी ना समझे लाइफ में, तो डॉक्टर रॉबर्ट has very well mentioned in his first chapter what homeopathy has to offer a young man. The first chapter of Dr. Robert's philosophy will clearly, give you the blueprint of your life that whether you will be able to sustain homeopathic practice or no. I would like I've always recommended people to read it at least 5 to 6 times to just see whether you will be able to sustain this thing ahead and no. And suppose, for example, you are dedicated and you love homeopathy, you are passionate about homeopathy. If, like I said, the first point, 3-4 years you consider yourself that you will earn nothing, and yet you have that courage and that resilience and that grit, that perseverance, I will sit at my clinic and no matter what, I will practice, then maybe you are made for homeopathy, okay? And after that too, your personal success, whether you will actually get patients, whether you will actually make money is again very individualistic. We will not go into that aspects, people give it different names, be it astrology, numerology, but I personally believe that lastly it all comes down to your own hard work, okay? But yes, luck does play a part, and luck does play a major part, but also there are ways of increasing and improving your luck, but we will not go into that right now. But the first and foremost point is कि you need to decide. अगर आप डिसाइड नहीं करोगे कि अभी कैसे करना है, क्या करना है, तो आप आगे नहीं बढ़ पाओगे. So I'm very happy that Praveen, my friend, who is coming like since 1 year, so he has decided that he has started his own homeopathic clinic, and whatever it is, कम patients है, but at least he is happy, right? Are you happy right now?
Yes.
Like comparatively to what you are doing at RMO, where you are getting nicely paid, handsomely paid, at least at that level. But still, whatever you earn from your single patients, is the happiness content, happiness quotient more there, or what you are working at RMO? So your own private clinic, right? So one thing is always, my friends, very important in life, that you should always own something of your own self, right? Like in today's time, I am the founder of MedPerspect. So MedPerspect is like my own child, okay? It's like my own dream and my own vision. Similarly, you must also have something of your own, At least, I don't care whether you're practicing in a very small setup or you're practicing in a big lavish clinic, okay? That's very secondary. But what we always see is that, example, I can only give my known people's example. So I've seen Praveen convert his own home into a clinic. So that's his own step, and he's doing now quite good. Now patients have started coming, that's all. So somewhere you will have to take that leap of faith to move ahead in life, to start something of your own. Okay, उसके पहले बहुत difficult है मतलब bro. And secondly, like I said, कि first things first, कि you need to decide now. It is still not very late. Even after 5.5 years, कुछ लोगों की नींद खुलती है कि, and I have seen so many of my own batchmates, like हमने देखा है, right? कितने लोगों ने MBA कर लिया, and वो लोग happy है मतलब. After all, your life's ultimate goal is to be happy. Okay. If you are doing RMOship and yet you are happy, then nothing better than it. The whole purpose of life is to be happy. If you are not earning also anything, but yet you are happy, then you are doing good at least comparatively. If there is no family pressure from your side, घर से परिवार का pressure नहीं है, पैसे कमा के लाओ, आप खुद पैसे कमा नहीं रहे हो, but होम्योपैथी में अड़े रहे हो, तो it's a good thing, it's a victory, because you are internally happy. But the biggest question is that after the age of 28, 29, when you get married, you know, when you have to think for the long term, when you have to think for the future, when you have to think for your own children's setup, that financial things which will come ahead. So you will have to certainly plan some things out. Okay, where do you see yourself in the coming 5 years? That's why I told you. Okay, the biggest question that you should ask yourself is, okay, where do you see yourself in the coming 5 years? Do you have that chart written in your hand of your goals which you want to see and which you want to become? Okay, where are you living? What are you doing? Which cars are you driving? Which bikes are you riding? You know, so once you decide yourself कि मैंने ये करना है लाइफ में होम्योपैथी, then secondly what I'll tell is at a beginner's level, as a brotherly advice, like I think so at this point of time we are quite like well versed across the whole India, and there are people who look up to us. So it's my very genuine appeal that I also think the best for them. So the first things first is that you should always sit down with your own self and ask yourself that where do you see yourself in the coming 5 years, in the coming 10 years, in the coming 15 years, 20 years. You should have the amount of the money which you will be making. At least roughly write something, right? Like one of my friends who has come today, he is currently not aware मतलब कि कैसे करना है, क्या करना है. So he doesn't know मतलब what he is earning, and that's why maybe he is not earning right now. But suppose, for example, if I had decided when I was in my first year that by the time I graduate, I should have my own bike. तो मैंने first year में सोचा था, तब जाके fifth, like after I graduated, bike आई ना. So whatever you will plant in your mind as a manifest or whatever you call it, a dream or a goal, will somewhere or sometimes come true. है ना? Now where will it come true? Again, is again destined. Like there are multiple factors, but it will come true. Someday it will come true. Okay, but the first thing is that you should at least dream something. Again, the second and the last important pointer, which is that see, we have talked about firstly deciding. You have to decide, है ना, कि मैं करूँगा या नहीं करूँगा. अगर decide है, अगर capacity है अंदर कि बिना पैसे कमाए, बिना कुछ किए 3-4 साल बैठ सको अपने कैबिन में. I am talking about the worst come worst scenarios. Like it is always said that always expect the best, but prepare for the worst. You know, so that's why I'm talking about negative things first. Because no matter what you do, Murphy's law will always be applicable everywhere. Murphy's law states that whatever is meant to happen bad, it will happen. It will happen that sometime it will rain on your parade day. So it can happen because whatever is bound to go good is also bound to go bad. So like I said, you expect the best for yourself, but also be prepared for the worst. कि worst come worst scenario क्या होगा? मैं 1 साल बैठा क्लिनिक में, कोई पेशेंट नहीं आया, तो उस टाइम में भी आप थोड़ी हेल्प लोगे, यहाँ वहाँ से कुछ देखोगे. बट लाइक अगेन आई सेड कि whenever you don't have any patients, just sit back on your own chair and just pray to God कि मुझे पेशेंस दिखाइए. मैंने when I decided to be very honest, when I had manifested seeing the bulk of patients, like I'm sitting here, हमने क्लिनिक पे बैठे यहाँ पे, तो लास्ट वन लाइक अभी मुझे completely 16 महीने खत्म होंगे, 16 months in this place, at this place, right? And the amount of patients that we have seen, the number I don't have a count of. That is God's blessing, but because I had manifested to see the bulk of patients, है ना? Maybe उस टाइम ये manifest कर लेता कि मुझे bulk of patient with good financial return भी चाहिए, तो हो जाता. But maybe I didn't ask because I was never focused on the money part. I wanted experience, so I got my experience. Similarly, whenever you are sitting, because उसके पहले मैं मेरे colleagues के clinic पे बैठा हूँ 1 साल without patients, है ना? So I have been to that phase. When I was in my second year, I was going to my colleague's clinic for 1 year, and वहाँ पे roughly पूरे साल में 12 से 13 patients ही थे, मतलब, है ना? So every time I go to the clinic from evening 6 to 7:30, no patients. But yet I was consistent. I used to travel by bus, but I used to go. and give my presence, right? So God also sees ना कि what you are doing, how you are doing. तो वो एक जो 1.5 साल था क्लिनिक का विदाउट पेशेंस, हम लोग गए थे, मतलब मैं गया था, है ना. सिंस माय कलीग कुड नॉट गो बिकॉज इट वाज सेकंड ब्रांच, आई वाज गोइंग डेली रेगुलरली टू हेल्प हिम. सो दैट ब्रदरली थिंग टू डू फॉर समथिंग फॉर समवन आल्सो शुड बी देयर. हम लोग वो मानते थे कि दूसरों के लिए करना, इसलिए हमने हेल्प भी की है ना. सो ये भी तुम्हारे अंदर रहना चाहिए कि कभी कोई कुछ लोग बोले तो उनके लिए कुछ खड़े रहना है, कुछ करना है उनके लिए. बिकॉज एंड या see, so that I compare that 1 year of no patients and then suddenly a drastic shift happens in the dynamics, and then 1 year with more than 7,000 or roughly 10,000 patients considering all students aspect as well. So from like 0 patients or roughly 10-12 patients per year, I went to a charitable setup जहाँ पे हमने इतने सारे पेशेंट देखे कि काउंट नहीं है. मेरा एक ड्रीम था कि दिन के 50 पेशेंट देखने हैं, है ना. So here there came a day where I saw 60 patients daily in this 1.5 hour. 60 patients. It's no jokes, right? So you can imagine, na, कि the constitutional methods which we do, all those big setups and all, it's not possible. So you have to then train and moderate yourself to make something better and make something better. So we took the FATEX approach. FATEX का approach किया, Bogos approach ली, and then we developed our own things. And you all are witness, right, Anjali? Yes. You've seen the results which you have got. So whatever is there is secondary. But I had manifested कि I want to see a bulk of patients, so I saw them. I had not kept the financial aspect. That's what I'm saying कि whatever you firstly decide. When like I have come into homeopathy by choice and not by chance, whereas the ratio is always reversed with everyone. So that's a different story. We'll talk about that someday else. So it's not like कि मुझे ये rejection में मिला है. मैं BHMS by choice आया हूँ. And ये मेरा first day से priority था कि मुझे homeopathy करना है लाइफ में, ना. So when the people decided after 5.5 years, I had it fixed in my mind in the first year itself कि whatever I do in life, I do homeopathy. So that gave me a boost and advantage. So all my manifestations and all my dreams began at the first day itself of going into the college. So I would say that the earlier the better. And of course, whatever late it is always never the end of your life. Because like I told you in the bike, when you are on bike, that today is the day when you will be your oldest, but it is also the day when you will be your youngest. So you can look at it at a different perspective. Okay, not being old, but you are still the youngest that you have always been. With what's coming ahead in life, right? So first things very first, decide okay, whether you will do homeopathy or no. Secondly, if you have decided, right, after reading Robert Sir's chapter, after looking into your own consciousness, and lastly, like I said, okay, take 3-4 years after your degree and consider you're not earning anything, yet are you able to sit there in your practice or in your chair praying only, मतलब कि वर्स कम वर्स, are you able and you have the thing कि मैं खाली दुआ मांगूंगा भगवान से कि पेशेंस भेजो. अगर उतनी भी तुम्हारे अंदर कैपेसिटी है तो you go ahead, है ना. Then what God wants to give you is completely different dynamics, because that I don't know. A lot of things are concerned in that aspect also. Your own karma, your prarabdha karma, sanchita karma, है ना. We will not go into the karmic theory also, but your niti and your intentions. Okay, what is your intention? Whichever patient comes to your clinic, is he your customer or a patient, है ना. Whether you're doing a business or you're doing a practice, that's all also a part of it. But to again concise everything, like I said, the first thing that you do is decide whether you will be able to sustain. And if not, like it's again very okay to not do homeopathy for your life. There are so many doctors who like come after 18-20 years into homeopathy. 18 साल एलोपैथी की मैं ऐसे डॉक्टर्स को भी जानता हूँ, फिर होम्योपैथी में है ना. एंड मैं उनसे काफी क्लोज भी हूँ अभी. तो ऐसे भी लोग होते हैं. So again, like I said, you need to decide, and if you are not okay with it, go different, like do something else, है ना. Because the ultimate purpose is to be happy. आप लोग खुश रहने चाहिए, बराबर. पैसे नहीं कमा रहे, खुश हूँ. पेशेंस नहीं आ रहे, खुश हूँ. अपने इसमें खुश हूँ. कोई नहीं है तब तक मैं पढ़ाई कर रहा हूँ, खुद की सेल्फ स्टडी कर रहा हूँ. I am happy. That 1 year which I was there, where there was no patient, I used to study my own things. I developed my own things, है ना. अगर कुछ नहीं तो फिर नोट्स बनाता था, नोट्स लिखता था, स्टूडेंट से बात करता था, कॉल करता था, हेल्प करता था. So I was doing all those things. So lastly, whatever you do, whatever each and every day you pass will eventually connect somewhere. The dots will eventually connect, है ना. So you should not feel rejected. And like when we take your case, bro, like I said, if you are telling me you are not able to work right now, like I told you when we were coming on the bike, you are not able to work right now, not able to do anything because you are in your comfort zone. जब तेरे अंदर तेरे ऊपर जिम्मेदारी आएगी बराबर, कि तू घर की जिम्मेदारी, कोई भी जिम्मेदारी ले, छोटी से छोटी जिम्मेदारी, तू भी तो एटलीस्ट कुछ ना कुछ करेगा, एटलीस्ट बैग लेके निकल जाएगा घर के बाद. Whenever you will stay at your home, trust me, you will not grow. You need to go out of your home, you need to go out of your comfort zone. Like I've seen Anjali doing so much of hard work. She travels for nearly 1 hour to just come to the clinics, and again 1 hour by traveling back. And here also, whatever she's coming, she's like not getting paid, but it's her grit. And you know, that's very commendable. After coming from Karnataka and traveling 3 hours, so she is traveling 1 hour, she is traveling 3 hours, but yet they are coming to my clinic and they are coming to learn. तो कुछ ना कुछ तो रहेगा ना हम अपने में भी कि something would be there na, which is pulling them here at least to learn homeopathy, not towards me but towards homeopathy. So we must be doing something. This clinic where we are sitting, Shekhawat sir's chair, right? So he has done this service since 45 years and he is selflessly serving. So all that we are doing and all that I got is his practice, not my own practice. ये जो मुझे मिला बल्क पेशेंट, वो मैंने कहीं ना कहीं मैनिफेस्ट किया था, बट वो ऐसे कनेक्ट हुआ कि मुझे सर की प्रैक्टिस मिल गई. And sir, as a good leader, gave everything to me to practice. And he sits here and just sees what we are doing like that. So when the right time comes, you have to do your job as a leader and then push other people also ahead in life, right? And lastly, like I said, if money is the only concern, then you might as well do MBA or do some other jobs. But if you are okay and willing to go all in, you know, go like completely in, dedicate your whole heart, life and soul. I've been with Farooq sir, who is like my biggest inspiration. So when I see sir, you can see matlab what homeopathy can give you in life, you know. The name, the fame, the money is all secondary, but the grit with which he works. आज सुबह 4:30 बजे उठना, अपने क्लिनिक पे 5 बजे पहुंचना, पढ़ाई करनी, इतने लेजेंडरी इंसान भी आज इतनी मेहनत करते, तो हम लोग तो कहीं भी आते नहीं ना. We think about getting up early and doing something, whereas these legends are doing it every day, day in and day out, seeing hundreds and hundreds of patients, doing so much of charity. Sir, कितनी charity करते हैं? So, what do you think that a person doesn't become a legend ऐसे ही ना? There are a lot of factors which go into that person's life. He has dedicated his whole life and in fact everything to homeopathy. That's why he's getting everything. And that was right since first day. ऐसा ही था कि 20-30 साल बाद हुआ ये. So whatever मेहनत you will do, whatever hard work you will come back to you. But at which extent you are doing, how you are doing is all very necessary and very important to see. You know, for me personally, sir is the biggest inspiration because you see such people and then अगर कुछ भी करने का मन न करे तो भी आप कुछ ऐसा सोचो कि नहीं होम्योपैथी के लिए कुछ करना है. और हम तो day 1 से करते हैं ना. You have seen, bro, कि the way with which I have lived my college life, you've seen it very closely, right? And you have seen that even when everything was against me, I was very resilient, है ना? All the insults and all, I didn't bother anything. People used to literally tell, my own batchmates used to tell people कि चिंतन की notes मत पढ़ो, मेट पर्सपेक्ट की notes मत पढ़ो, you will fail exams. Whereas the whole India is using them and are passing and eventually getting distinctions. So these all things are part and parcel of your journey in life. But you have to be very firm with your vision and goal. I know where I'll be in the coming 5, 10 years, 15 years. Similarly, I would expect everyone to just think of that way and at least decide something, where you see yourself. Because if you don't know where you are going, all the roads will take you everywhere, but not to your destination. Sometimes people बोलते हैं ऐसा कि just go with the flow, just enjoy the journey, है ना, wherever it takes you. But if you have that perspective, it is good on the spiritual part. But we are not sadhus and we are not tapasvis. कि हम go with the flow कर ले, है ना. Go with the flow करो कब? जब you have generational wealth, your dad is a king, you know, he is a 5th generation homeopath. Then you go with the flow because everything will come with you on the flow, on the go. But if you are a first generation homeopath, if you are taking this step of actually practicing, because you know when you will sit in the bench, you will know. एक साल जब मैं बैठा था मेरे सेकेंड ईयर में एक क्लिनिक में विदाउट पेशेंट्स, तब देखा था मैंने कि क्या होता है होम्योपैथी. बट तब डिसाइड कर लिया था कि भाई कोई पेशेंट आए ना, ये करना है ना. अब तक मैंने मेरी प्राइवेट प्रैक्टिस चालू नहीं की क्योंकि जैसे ही मैं डॉक्टर बना तो यहाँ पे आ गया, तो 15-16 months और यहाँ पे बैठा. सो आई एम डूइंग इट. In the morning, I am working for my company, doing sales work, his whole PR and everything. But I have my things in mind, कि what I want to do, है ना? So at least start with a few basics. Start living with a better intention. Start living like all these people who are coming. मैं इनको हमेशा यही बोलता हूँ कि you should always have a giving attitude कि what will I give you मतलब है ना, and not what will I get. Even when I'm with sir, the whole world's perspective would be कि what I'm getting, but my perspective is कि what I'm giving, being with sir. So वो एक first जो सर का पूरा इंस्टाग्राम का भी जर्नी वो वहीं से स्टार्ट हुआ था ना कि what can I give. So maybe I am good with my social media, so I did it, and today we are the biggest page on homeopathy. We are nearly clicking 6 million views and impressions every month. So 6 million is 60 lakh which impressions sir is getting every month. So ये किया ना मतलब एक था अंदर जुनून जज्बा, because मैं इसमें अच्छा था with the social media and everything. I knew the algorithm, I knew the work, how to edit, how to shoot. So apart from my homeopathic skills, apart from my this skills, I used to learn editing when I was in 11th, 10th. So what I learned in 10th standard helped me to edit sir's video, and when I'm BHMS graduate doctor. So apart from homeopathy, I'm doing life coaching, entrepreneurship, 100 different things, and I'm also doing all these things like editing and everything. So the what you can do has no limits. तुम क्या कर सकते हो वो endless है मतलब है ना. Your human mind is capable to do anything that you can desire. There are different books also. The smallest book is by James Allen, As a Man Thinketh. You know, whatever a man thinks, he is. Whatever you think, you will become. And the last final, what I want to, I mean, कितने मिनट हो गया वीडियो? 27 minutes. Oh my god. चलो, oh, बहुत लेट हो रहा है, sorry. But I'll just end my video with this one single thing. That there's a beautiful phrase and a quote which is always stuck with my heart. That the universe always listens. Okay. So like I said, when I asked you what are your goals and you said nothing, then I was shocked. You must have some goals in your life. So the first thing is that universe listens. You have to pray. I used to stalk my senior अभिषेक भाई आतिक भाई की प्रोफाइल में दिन भर दिखता था, है ना, स्टॉक करता था कि कैसे सर के साथ ये लोग जा रहे हैं, मतलब यू नो क्लिनिक्स, आई मीन क्लिनिक्स नहीं, सॉरी, थिएटर्स, रेस्टोरेंट्स, सेलिब्रेटिंग बर्थडे. आई जस्ट थिंक कि एम आई, मतलब क्या मुझे ये हो सकता है ऐसा, एंड खाली एक विश मांग के डाल दिया यूनिवर्स में, तो मिल गया ना. सर के साथ सारे मतलब मूवी और सब एंजॉय कर लिया. अब बस एक लास्ट कुछ चीजें बची है, बट apart from that my whole bucket list is ticked. So I had that bucket list, then I could tick na. So you must have something which you can tick off, which you can check off, है ना. Like for me it was watching a movie with sir in a theater, so it was a thing on my bucket list. So the day I watched it I ticked it ऐसा. So that way you must have some bucket list, you must have some dreams, you must have some goals, because the universe listens. Okay, so lastly I'll just conclude because I was not aware कितना हो गया. I'm very loquacious and this is my thing मतलब when I start, because I really genuinely want people to grow in life, है ना. I have no envy, no jealousy. Like suppose you both are coming to my clinic, I want you all see more patients than I do. That is my vision. Because then उसके अलावा कोई मतलब नहीं बनता ना. अगर तुम लोग मेरे पास आके कुछ सीख रहे हो, तो in the long run I should think कि तुम्हारा जो काम हो मेरे से ही बढ़ाओ. Because that is the role of a teacher or a giver ना. कि whichever student comes to a teacher, the teacher's highest goal is that the student should excel the teacher in whatever work he is doing. That is the goal of a teacher or a guru. If you are coming to learn, then I see that you all should excel in different things and above me what I am doing right now. So that's my end goal and vision, not only for you but with everyone who has been connected. The times you are coming ahead, if you all surpass me or surpass anybody in the league, I'll be more than happy, because that's what we are supposed to do, right? We are not just supposed to go through life, we are supposed to grow through life, right? We have to grow in life and not just go. So yeah, I'll just end my talk with the last saying that universe listens, and ask and you shall receive. Okay, seek and you shall find, and knock and the doors will open. Thank you very much.